A very good afternoon to you and welcome to our lunchtime news. I am Sandaru Ferdinando. Let's start off with a look at your headlines.
Miners at the Kartagaha State Mine on a fast 1,132 feet below ground level. Met Department says that expected rainfall for April will not be sufficient as expected. Firearms and ammunition found in Unawatuna Gaol. Myanmar's first civil leader for 50 years sworn in.
A group of miners who are attached to the Kartagaha mine in Dodamgaslanda have commenced a fast demanding a New Year bonus. Around 70 miners are engaged in a fast more than 1,100 feet below ground level inside the mine.
The accountant has agreed to provide money. Therefore, we requested them to show their consent in writing. This is being operated the old way. This is a lucrative venture and this is the industry that brings in foreign reserves to the country. We staged a rigorous yet peaceful hunger strike 1,132 feet underground yesterday since we were conned through a fax pledging 15,000 rupees for 100 workers, and it is continuing today. We are unable to contact the chairman in this regard. However, his phone has been turned off. If a favorable solution is not provided, we urge that we will stage the protest 2,000 feet underground.
Now speaking to News1st, the chairman of the Kartagaha Graphite Lanka Limited, Abdul Majid, said that the subject ministry has been notified about the demands put forth by the fasting miners. He added that if the ministry grants permission for the bonuses to be provided, the process will take place in line with the respective circular. In more local news, the Department of Meteorology says that the rain in April will not be sufficient as expected. The director of the department, S. Premalal, stated that the prevalent rainy condition will come to an end in 2 or 3 days.
Rainfall was witnessed in many parts of the island during the last 2 days ending the dry weather period. The director of the department, S. Premalal, said that this weather pattern would continue for the next 2 to 3 days. Premalal further noted that intermonsoonal rains could be expected during the month of April. However, he pointed out that the rainfall in April would not be one that is expected. The department adds that showers or thunder showers would occur at several places of most provinces in the island after 2 p.m.
An individual suspected in the abduction and murder of Minuwangoda Pradeshiya Sabha member Indika Jayasinghe in 2011 was arrested in Vallabhatta yesterday along with a firearm. The suspect was arrested based on a tip-off that individual was in possession of an illegal firearm. Police said that an Italian-made automatic pistol, a magazine and 7 bullets were found in his possession. The suspect is a 31-year-old resident of the Kimbulapitiya in Nikambo.
A number of illegal weapons and ammunition were discovered from a house in Unawatuna Gaol. Police said that a pistol, a revolver, a 12-gauge shotgun, an air pistol, 65 bullets for a 9mm pistol and bullets for a 12-gauge shotgun were discovered. 2 persons from Unawatuna and Boralaskamo were arrested over the discovery. An individual was arrested in the Alpitia area for the possession of a T-56 assault rifle and ammunition. Police stated that the suspect was arrested while he was on his way in a vehicle to sell the firearm to a buyer. The 36-year-old suspect is a resident of the Pitigala area.
A suicide vest and other explosives were discovered by police from inside a house that comes under the jurisdiction of Chavakacheri police in Jaffna. A statement by the police media spokesperson reads that 3 parcels containing TNT explosives, 100 9mm bullets and 4 side charges were discovered, and in addition 2 battery packs used to detonate side charges were also discovered. The statement by the police media spokesperson notes that the owner of the house has fled the area following the discovery and investigations are currently underway to apprehend him. The police suspect that the seized weapons may have been hidden away during the war. Karunasena Hettiarachchi, the Secretary of Defence, commented on the discovery at a media briefing today.
ජාතික ආරක්ෂාවයි යම්කිසි ස්ථානයක බඩුමුට්ටු ටිකක් හම්බෙන එකයි අතර බොහොම පරතරයක් තියෙනවා.
There is a clear difference between national security and the discovery of certain materials from certain places. Materials that were left unattended during the conflict are still being discovered. Discovery of bombs, guns and other weapons are reported daily according to our reports. This has been given consideration. We are operating accordingly. If one is saying that such a discovery poses a threat to national security, then one must need to consider the level of intelligence of that person.
ජාතික ආරක්ෂාව පිළිබඳ මහා ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා කියලා යම්කිසි කෙනෙක් කතා කරනවා නම් ඉතින් ඒක ඔහුගේ හෝ ඇගේ තියෙන මේ ඒ පිළිබඳව තියෙන අවබෝධය පිළිබඳව ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා.
Still in local news, an individual was killed in a shooting in Rilagaldeniya, Akurasa yesterday.
The victim has been identified as 39-year-old Ajit Prasanna, a father from the Iluppanna area in Rilagaladeniya, Akurasa. He fell victim to the shooting when he was grinding cinnamon at his home. Police are yet to uncover information over the shooter and the motive for the shooting. I heard a sound and I came running. He was on the floor. Everyone came here after that. It was at around 8:30. The victim's body is currently lying at the Akurasa General Hospital and police are conducting further investigations.
An event was organized to extend wishes to the Galle district team that will be taking part in the Yovunpura 2016 youth camp, which took place in Independence Square today. The event was held under the auspices of Vajira Bevaradana, the Minister of Home Affairs.
The Galle district team taking part in the Yovunpura 2016 youth camp comprises of 290 members.
ඒ තරුණ සේවා සභාවෙන් බිහිවිච්ච සුවිශේෂ කලාකරුවන් දේශපාලඥයන්
The Youth Services Council created renowned artists, politicians and persons with different views and different talents. After around 2 decades, the youth of the nation are being brought together once again through this program. The Prime Minister has instructed us to involve all the youth, casting aside any political or other differences.
දේශපාලන මතභේදවලින් තොරව කුමන මතයක් දරුවත් ඒ තරුණ තරුණයන්ට මේකට සහභාගී වීම සඳහා අවශ්‍ය සම්පූර්ණ සහයෝගය ලබා දෙන්න කියලා.
Going back to some local news, 2 persons were killed in wild elephant attacks in Anuradhapura and Polonnaruwa.
One person was killed in a wild elephant attack in Tirupane, Anuradhapura. Police said that the victim died upon being admitted to the Marudankadavala hospital after the attack that took place at around 7:30 p.m. yesterday. The victim was a 65-year-old resident of Wannamaduwa, Tirupane. Meanwhile, another individual was killed in an elephant attack in the Valikanda area in Polonnaruwa. Our correspondent reported that the accident took place at around 9:30 last night when the victim was heading towards his farm. The victim was a 52-year-old father of 7.
Sri Lankan cricket captain Angelo Matthews says that the team's failure to put up a good performance led to the defeat at the T20 Cricket World Cup. He made the statement upon the team's arrival to the country.
The Sri Lanka cricket team arrived in the island via the Bandaranaike International Airport yesterday upon their defeat at the T20 World Cup match against South Africa. The Sri Lanka team participated in the T20 World Cup under the captainship of Angelo Matthews. Even though the team squared off against 4 teams, the Sri Lanka cricket team was only able to defeat Afghanistan in the T20 World Cup. The Sri Lanka cricket team, which was at the number 6 position of the T20 points table, are now placed at the 8th position.
And with that, wrap up news for this. Do join us again next for more news.